everybody hold. That's disgusting. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Live in front of a document. Everyone run! I'm about to drop the Google Doc. Don't make me do it.
Oh no, not the Google Doc.
Google Docky time. He's got enough. I don't want to worry about more. I'm just gonna drop a Google Doc about how much I love my friends.
No.
So, how we doing, chat? Let me see who's in chat. Ducky's here, coming over from 10 people with a 10-team streak. God dang. Yeah, we got Ducky coming over from Sens. Damara, it's good to see you. Tempe, hey, Tempe's in my chat. When did Tempe get here?
I don't know. She works in mysterious ways.
He really does.
So sneaky.
Speaking of her, I'm going to enjoy a few more of these caramel pocky, I think they are, that she sent. I'm not normally, I mean, I don't dislike pocky, but pocky usually is my go-to. Hey, how you doing, Azalea? Welcome in, hun. We got some dungeons. I don't know about dragons. Wait, no, we have exactly one dragon in the campaign. So we can call it Dungeons and Dragon. That feels cursed coming out of my mouth. Just full stop at dragon, not dragons. Dungeons and Dragon.
Yeah.
It's just the one dragon.
Just one.
You are all cuties. I know they are cute. Look at them. You got Nixie there. You got Tempe there. I think they got him from the same artist. And then there's Billy the Kid, which is art done by Nixie. So you should definitely
Don't tell everyone.
You definitely. Don't artists want credit for their work?
I want to hide in the shadows, please and thank you.
I mean, you can't even say it's a spider thing. You're a wolf spider. You're an ambush spider.
Exactly, hide in the shadows.
No, you're a chase down spider. You run things down. not even like a like a recluse that sits in the corner and builds its web or anything like that. No. You are brute force and speed. Like how that's basically the same concept like a tarantula, except a tarantula is just, I sit and wait for something that doesn't see me.
Yes.
Like, imagine if you had functioning eyes, and then there's a tarantula, and you're just like, oh shit, there's a tarantula, let me walk by it cautiously. No, just go the other fucking way. I mean, it's not even like snakes. Snakes tend to blend into their environment, and they're really good at it. You see a tarantula, it's a big fuck-off tarantula. It's right there. You can't miss it. Ugh.
I mean,
They can be semi-camouflaged, but you still know what...
Semi-cami.
Leaves aren't hairy. That's all I'm going to say.
Leaves aren't hairy.
99% of the time, leaves aren't hairy.
tell that to the Gimpy plant.
Not the Gimpy. Not the Gimpy plant. Azalea has reached the 30 streams in a row. Goddamn.
God damn.
All right. So, I kind of liked what we were doing last time we did this, in which I just dialed in on one thing, and then I focused on it for the stream, and that's how we came up with Ailsville. Which honestly, I quite like Ailsville, and I am excited for it.
That was a one-time Tempe masterpiece.
One time. Sure.
On hungover, you can't expect that kind of masterpiece again.
Alright, well, let me join you, except in an earlier stage. I still got some pecan whiskey here. I've been drinking it slowly because it's got a very burnt nut aftertaste that I don't appreciate, but if I drink enough of it fast enough, it doesn't affect me. But I'm just gonna do a shot.
I confused people. I told them I was drunk, and they were like, but it's morning. Not for me, it wasn't.
I mean, my old man lives by the philosophy, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so.
Exactly.
Alright, cheers. We hate burnt nuts in this house, amen. How you doing, Anomalous? Anomalous.
Nom.
Ah, burnt nuts in my mouth, ugh. Whew! Whiskey. Alright, now, where do we start? Okay, I'll ask y'all, what sounds fun to think about? Okay, no. What's been, of the campaign I've ran you two through, what has been one of your favorite things about my campaign? Please, don't get me kicked off Twitch with the answer.
So why do you think we're both so quiet right now?
Okay, second favorite thing about my campaigns. Do I make particularly fun and interesting characters? Are the settings enjoyable?
We keep on adopting characters, so...
We do. You keep letting us adopt things that should not be adopted.
Because I had a feeling I knew y'all would want to adopt this motley crew, and it somehow worked out in the end for this big heist that you're about to pull off.
Yes. But no, honestly, you keep letting us adopt shit we should not be able to adopt.
Hey, look, at first it was Goblin. I mean, first it was technically a camel, which, like, nothing really against the rules. It's like that's a mount. You can buy it in any D&D campaign. And then it was a Goblin, which feels very stock standard as far as an adoptable creature goes. The Ogre, however...
You leave Ogie alone. He's just a sweet little guy. Wait, what did we roll? Was Guy? Did we roll for that?
I never told you.
You did, but you didn't tell us.
I didn't tell you.
Well, now that's not fair.
You didn't ask.
Fair. Okay, valid.
When we start the next campaign, I will let you do a nature check to see if you know ogres well enough to determine the characteristics differentiating a male from a female.
Is there sexual dimorphism that isn't just genitalia in ogres that I'm not aware of?
Fun fact, Tolkien-wise, a dwarf at the very least, you don't really know a dwarf's gender, and if you do, that means they trust you a lot. They are almost impossible to tell apart unless they're naked.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, maybe there's something like that with ogres. You don't know. It's kind of hard to tell right off the bat.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, I wanna.
Anyways.
What in particular have you had the most enjoyment with in either D&D, or you both play a lot of Baldur's Gate? In Baldur's Gate.
I'm pretty sure our favourite bits on Baldur's Gate the not so fun bits. So
Remy, you know who you're talking to. Come on now.
I knew,
Come
but I
on,
had
what
hope.
do you expect?
I had hope. All right, chat. I'm gonna have to turn to you all. I need to know. What's your favorite thing when playing D&D? Or like, what should I be focusing on this session? Last time, it was a whole town. Like, it was its history, its makeup, some of the important NPCs. What should be this session? Should it be a different town? Should I be fleshing out a faction, a quest line? I should be doing a lot of this writing off screen. I may do like a lot of the like boring small details off screen, or like a bunch of small side quests to keep it interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a nation of Margaritaville, and it was ran by the governor Jimothy Buffet. Rest in peace,
Yes.
you fucking legend. I've got some villains, I got a few hooks written down, I've got some plot points that I need to flesh out, I've got the big twist, some of the characters broke down by town. A quest to do in town, the factions. So for those, I will give the very brief overview. I would do this every time, but I'm going to do this one again. The very, very brief overview is this is a campaign about moonshining factions. This is about gnomes and halflings who don't like each other, who are both making moonshine for their bosses, and fighting each other like bootlegger style. This is basically a campaign of bootleggers and alcohol. The potions are alcoholic. You have to make constitution saving throws when you drink from one, not to get drunk.
Uh-huh.
This is a campaign not only of that, but of lost ancient secrets, and a lot of colorful, unique characters, like Moonshine Mulligan. I love Moonshine Mulligan. Can't wait to get to Moonshine Mulligan's marvelous moonshine mine. Moonshine so good it'll make you
Oh
say
my,
mine.
that is a mouthful.
What? Moonshine Mulligan's marvelous moonshine mine? Moonshine so
Yeah,
good it'll
yeah.
make you say mine? You legally have to say the whole thing. Like, if you say Moonshine
I hereby
Mulligan,
identify as mute? Question mark.
or else what? Or else Moonshine Mulligan will break down your door and throw in his sacred TNT. Hold on, no. This is a
Damn.
character. This is a character. Hold on.
what if we
Ah,
enjoy
no,
the
good.
TNT, huh?
It is a magical item. Maybe we want him to break down the door. Hello? Moonshine Mulligan's magical munitions belt. A magical dynamite belt that contains 2 sticks of TNT. At the start of each day, the belt refills to a max of 2. The player may attune to the belt to use the sticks, casting Fireball twice a day from the belt. If both uses are used in one day, the player rolls a d20. If it lands on a 1, the belt explodes, dealing fireball damage centered on the wearer. And then I should add, and is unusable. That is Moonshine Mulligan's magical munition belt. You know, the Moonshine Mulligan. I have him written somewhere.
Risque.
I have a whole thing of puns of a traveling show group. I think Saved by the Spell is still my favorite one.
That is amazing.
Deities. There's Doug Dimmonome. You all know Doug Dimmonome.
Yeah.
Old Skeeter Bentwood. Another penis joke. Where is he? I know I wrote down Moonshine Mulligan somewhere. Ah, Moonshine Mulligan, owner of Moonshine Mulligan's mine. Moonshine so good, it'll make you say mine. The whole thing with him is it's going to end in a minecart fight where he takes off with something important in a minecart, and the players have to enter a separate minecart and chase him down on a separate track. And you are fighting him in a minecart, basically race. But you have to beat him in a certain amount of time because your track ends first.
Nice.
A chase. It's a minecart chase. That's a better way to put it. In which you're basically trying to knock him off the rails in some way or take him out. Oh, that's a weird candle. What's that? What's that candle called? Dinamite. Oh,
Dinamite.
Dinamite. Hoodwinked. Such an underrated movie.
It is.
Never watched it.
Oh, it's so good. We're gonna have
You
to
need
watch
to.
it one day. It definitely has aged, animation-wise.
Oh yeah.
However, the cast was pretty phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Patrick Warburton, Gronk as the big bad wolf. Or Kronk, not Gronk, Kronk. I'm pretty sure it was Patrick Warburton who was the big bad wolf.
I can't remember. It's been since so long.
And then Twitchy the squirrel. They gave him caffeine. I want you to imagine what happened. You ever watch not the Flash. What was the Marvel version of the Flash, or like the X-Men version of the Flash? Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
You remember the Quicksilver movie moment, like the time in the bottle, where he's just like walking around like time's almost frozen. He's just screwing with everything.
Yeah.
Basically that. And before that movie came out, so they kind of predated it. Do we want to make a town? Do we want to flesh out a city? Do we want to work on a villain?
What?
A villain.
That sounds like it could be fun.
Alright, let's flesh out the villain. The villain's name was, Absinthe.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
That's so good.
He is a green dragon, and he is pretending to be both factions' boss. For the gnomes, his name is the anagram Sabin Het. And then for the halflings, his name, again, is an anagram for Nate Bish.
Uh-huh. You know what would have been amazing?
What?
Is if the villain named Absinthe was a green fairy.
A green fairy? It's not a bad idea, but a green dragon
Yeah, no, I get you. It just would have been fucking hilarious.
kind of would. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could almost kind of still work like that, but it makes more sense that the dragon would have the, like,
Yeah.
wealth motive. I mean, the green fairy, still, the idea of him pitting two factions against each other just for entertainment, still very fey. But the gold motive, that's distinctively more dragon.
Yeah, 100%.
So Absinthe is a green dragon. He is currently both bosses, and he is pitting them against each other, both to make a shit ton of money out of the competition, but as well, because he likes the entertainment of it. This is like a game of chess, but he's against himself, and he gets to make up all the rules. I forgot there was a Sheriff Philip Pint. and Ginny Tonic, his lover. It's a bunch of alcohol jokes, and I love it. So the big plot point is that the party is, for their own reasons, looking to make pure moonshine. The moonshine that is currently being made isn't the original recipe. It's like the recipe they could scratch together from memory. But pure moonshine requires the breath of a dragon. And the big thing at the end is that they can kill him, and they'll never really be able to finish the moonshine. Or they can try to partner with him and make a batch, but he's going to turn on them. So it's really going to be a fight either way. This moonshine is prophetic. It gives you visions. It lets you see the future or gain clarity. So it is a portent, if I remember, if I'm using that word correctly. It is. It's mystic in what it can do, but also it gives you one hell of a hangover. Like, not just like the dehydration, but there is a mental strain taken. However, it can help you reveal secrets or see truths that you didn't see before. It is a... There's a word for it. It's either a magical or a mystical term. It's for kind of like like the magic of fortune tellers. Altruism? No. Can't think of the word. The word is gone. Do y'all have any idea?
No.
Nope. Clairvoyance. That's not exactly the word I was looking for. It's a very clairvoyant potion. So that's kind of his thing. And I guess no matter which faction they join, they're still going to be working under him and want to give like little bits of like little details for players to catch up or catch and be like, hold on, something's not right with this rivalry. And then eventually them to come to figure out, hey, it's the same person playing them against each other. No, I think that was one of the magical items. Like, this is a very silly campaign. The Mustache of Disguise. Mustache of Disguise, rare, requires attunement. When a creature dons this mustache, they create another identity. A creature must succeed on a DC 17 insight check or be fooled by the disguise. Anyone who succeeds becomes... not anyone who succeeds. Anyone who... Fuck. Bottom of the page. Anyone who fails becomes frustrated that it's somehow working. The check can be attempted after a long rest. Or can be attempted again after a long rest. Anyone who fails Google. Anyone who fails becomes frustrated that it's some, or did I mean succeed? I think I meant succeed. Anyone who succeeds becomes frustrated. They just become upset because it's the most obvious Groucho Marx ass like mustache ever. It is very clearly an obvious mustache, and they get very upset that people get fooled by it. That it's a mustache that Absinthe has. But technically, he really doesn't need it. But it's more like a barrier if someone tries to figure out his identity. Now, one of the things is I know that Absinthe's lair, where he keeps his gold, is in the Lost City. Let me go back. Lost City, an abandoned, partially flooded dwarvish city that long predates the arrival of its current inhabitants. The upper layer is home to Absinthe and acts as his lair. The lower levels are warded against dragons, requiring the party to descend into half-flooded dwarvish ruins to crack open its vault. Inside the vault is the recipe, basically, to moonshine. To pure moonshine that the original crafter made. We had a little opening I had taken in. That my dungeon master helped me come up with the idea of. Here we go. Years ago, there was a dwarvish city named Durndarth. The dwarves here made alcohol so potent it would knock nearly any not dwarf unconscious in a single drink and most dwarves out in 2. The concoction is the closest any dwarf society has gotten to full-blown wizardry, and it needed to be brewed by the light of the full moon. Because of this, it was named Moonshine. The stuff was so powerful and dangerous that it ground society to a halt. The dwarves, through drunken carelessness, allowed their city to flood and were forced to abandon it, most of them swearing off moonshine forever. The governing body of the area outlawed the product, sale, ownership, or consumption of this beverage, and it worked for a time. People missed their moonshine, however, and an illegal trade formed. A figure by the name of Ehrenbrow Barrelview began making moonshine and passed his recipe down to 2 apprentices, a gnome and a halfling. Most people today disagree on whether Ehrendraud was a gnome or halfling, but he was in fact a dwarf from the dwarvish city, now simply known as the Lost City. Ehrendraud fled the same as all other dwarves, but decided to stay in the nearby swamp and continue his trade. The original recipe was locked in the now flooded vault. An Ehrendraud recipe was imperfect, and not as effective. Years after the disappearance. Oh. Welcome in, Sen. Thank you. Holy shit. Welcome, Raiders. Give me a second. Let me straighten up. Who's making me baw? Me baw. The goat himself. Me? Alright, welcome in, Raiders. I'm sure some of you know me from the other day, but I'm Remy. Hi, Sen. How was stream? Y'all, what did y'all end up doing? The ink blots are loose and spilled into your canvas. Whoa, this is an amazing painting and artist. Now that's a lie. Oh, thank you, Mars, for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Sen, how was stream? What were y'all up to? We were doing Final Fantasy 14 Extreme Trials. Yeah, that checks. I'll flood it. There we go. I'm taking y'all had a good time. Add Jailnar. Alright, welcome back from ad break. Sorry about that. Hydrate? Thank you, Zip. come to my attention that I have a lot of male friends who have suave voices people really love. Damn. I'm sure your audience just hates that. Oh, thank you, Oddle. OTL? Oddle? I'm just gonna call you Oddle. Thank you for the follow, Oddle. But right now, we're just riding a D&D campaign. It's one I plan to stream eventually. It's been going for about a year. Yeah, man, it's awful. Just awful. But yeah, we are just kind of sitting down writing. It's a pretty just relaxed stream. Good background stream, I guess. But yeah, welcome in. Feel free to stay. People love your voice. I don't know why. I still don't get it.
Because you have a nice voice.
Nah. I just had
Yeah.
Fox Gray join too, and people got into his. He's got a good voice too. Aren't you one of those voice lovers? But yeah, no. If not good voice, why good voice? Not good voice. You have the best voice. I'll have you know. I'm not biased or anything. Sure, you're not Azale. Also, welcome in, Sid. Take a little shot here. But yeah, at the moment, we're just doing a little Dungeons and Dragons writing. And feel free to explodes. Do not feel free to explode. No. I cannot condone spontaneous combustion. Legally speaking, my lawyer has told me not to. Anyways, I'm just jumping off and eating. Love your friends. Love you too, Sen. Get food, get sleep, get drink. For me, that silence says a lot. What silence says a lot? I'm confused. What silence? I feel like I've been talking the entire time after the raid. I actually feel like I'm talking too much. Oh, nada. But yeah, currently this is... Don't worry about it. Ah. Thank you, Fox. That was right in my ears. Ow. But, yeah, this is just a writing stream. And it's like a collaborative writing stream. I like having the audience kind of give input with me. I'm just here to make you bah when it lets me. Oh yeah, I forgot. Somebody redeemed a bottle of me. Michael. It was Michael, right? A stretch. All right. Oh. Michael, what kind of bot did you want? 'Twas me. Are you? I've lovely people. Been with the goatee boy. Oh, this is Nixie and Tempe, or Nixie
Hi.
and Temptress.
Hi.
How we doing, Dilly? Give me your goatliest bar. What is goatliest? Hold on, give me a second. Let me comprehend that for a second. Let me imagine that. Let me manifest it in my head. The Nixie I know? I don't know. I do know like 3 Nixies. Which luckily they all like having different Nixie names, so that helps.
I don't think so.
I mean, Nixie Bell? I also know 3 Nixies.
Yes, the wolf spider one.
Yeah, the wolf spider one. Goatafist. Alright. I'm imagining triumphal, because if I'm the goatiest, or how did you put it? Goatliest. If it's my goatliest, I'm imagining it's like my most triumphant. So, bah! Oh, I hated that. I hated that. Ah. But yeah, this is a just stream where I have people help me write because I'm not that creative sometimes. Also, I just love giving input from words are difficult, am I right? Words are difficult.
Words are hard, yes.
Hell yeah. Goodbye, I approve. Thank you, Michael. Just gonna... For another 5 minutes, there we go. But at the moment, I'm writing about gnomes, moonshining, and getting into gang warfare with halflings. Every NPC is an alcohol Joker reference, and all of the potions are alcoholic. Yes, there will be constitution checks. A lot of constitution checks. I must away for now, but D&D stuff is cool. I'll pop in occasionally. Take care. You take care, Michael. And thank y'all again for coming in from the raid. I do appreciate it. Let me pop that back. At the moment, we have a story of two factions, the Pete Birches and the Frog Bottoms. Yes, those are their names. I think like the Hatfields and McCoys. Fighting over moonshining territory and moonshining rights in what I can only describe as the bayou if it sat at the foot of the Appalachian Mountains. So I get all of the fun of Appalachian and bayou folklore. Ooh, I can't wait for the Nallygaster. The Nallygaster is so cool, and it just sounds like an IRL D&D monster. But it comes from Appalachian folklore. It's so wild. Hold on. Let me pull up a picture of the Nallygaster. This is deadass the Nallygaster. Oop. Just want the image. Where are you? Open image. Is this not just a D&D monster? You can't tell me otherwise. Like, this is not made for D&D. This is from West Virginian folklore. It is a mythical Maryland monster from the 18th century German immigrant folklore. Oh, apologies, Maryland, but it's close enough. Failed Cthulhu, yeah, a little bit. They're like dragging people off. But the Nallygaster is super cool. I think it's very fitting for D&D, and it is very folklore. It's very American Eastern folklore. But it is a dragon named Absinthe, playing off two factions in this very swampy area that is mainly traversed by magical river boats. Think like the paddle boats, like something Mark Twain would write about. But at the moment, we were working on the villain. The villain being Absinthe, a dragon who disguises itself as the boss of both gangs and plays them against one another. But is needed for the very last portion of the recipe to be that of a dragon's breath. In particular, a green dragon's breath, because a green dragon's breath is poison, alcohol is poison. I thought it was very thematic. And he's green. I mean, green dragon's the only thing that made sense for the antagonist. I don't know, I did like Nixie's idea of it being a fae named Absinthe. Well, thank you, Zero, for the follow. Appreciate it. feel like I should make that a little bit bigger. But how are we all feeling right now? You doing good?
Feeling alright.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. But yeah, going on the antagonist, he would be I think we kind of have a lot of things for Absint's character correct. Maybe the quest line that it focus on the quest line of Absinthe. Potential setting. Where would I put this? I'd put it under villains. But villains is more like listing. Factions, deities, custom races. The boss. Lives in the ruins. Okay. So we have the boss here. Absinthe Pablo. Did I deadass give him the last name Pablo? Hold on. I gotta take a moment. Pablo. I don't remember giving him the last name Pablo. How drunk did I get last stream? His last name is just Pablo. Absinthe Pablo. Doesn't even feel like a good last name. We'll keep it. I don't know. Maybe I had some kind of joke that I'll only realize in the middle of the campaign. You'll hear me talking and I'll go, oh, that's why I called him that. Anyways, Carmelo. Pablito Lamalo. Lamao. I don't know why I actually tried to pronounce that like it was Spanish. It just took me until now to realize you were saying Lamau. But like with the extra A. Alright, whatever. The dragon's name is Pablo. Not dwell on it too long. Number 5, in quote, these fools couldn't tell a bottle of. And then I stopped. What did I mean by this? I love coming back to my own notes. Any D&D campaign, I'm going to look back at my notes 3 months later. I'm going to be like, what the fuck did I mean by this? Alright. These fools couldn't tell you, but I'm just going to erase that because I don't even know where I was going with that sentence. I think I should go up to the plot point. These are kind of the fuck happened. That's how I say Lamau, because it's how I read it. You know what? That's fair. I actually tried to read it out. That was my mistake. Players must find a recipe in the vault of cutting down a fey tree. Must combat pixies or druid. That was another point. They were going to have to cut down what is called a fey tree. Because the tree, the wood of the tree, has distinctive magical properties for the fermentation. Actually, I might got a whole thing called. I'll use the plot points. We'll just rework them. Actually, I'm not.
Much for watching. A special thank you to my patrons and channel members. If you would like to support future music making and get some
Wait a second. I muted myself, but I almost blew my face off of that. Nice. Yeah. So, first plot point. That would probably be festival held in the town. What was the name of? Not New Aldine. Setting town of adventures, Old Berwyn. Town of Old Berwyn. Party is invited in at 2 sides. Party celebrating the, let's just say moonshine. Red Cross. Alcohol. Food. Activity. My fingers could cooperate today. Activity to be. Will sort by rampaging drunken swamp elephant. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you all that. Swamp elephants.
Swamp elephants.
Swamp elephants. They're a thing.
Mm-hmm. That what exactly is a swamp elephant?
So a swamp elephant, let me see if I unique beast. Swamp elephants, a massive beast. This massive beast is native to the swamps of New Aldine and its surrounding bogs. The creature covers itself with moss, often hiding in the deeper wetlands to avoid other creatures. However, this beast is very territorial, especially after eating high concentration of fermented fruits that grow naturally in the area. They are omnivorous, unlike a lot of other elephants. And one thing they'll do is, you know how a crocodile will sit with its eyes just peeking above the water and waits?
Yeah.
I want you to imagine just the end of the trunk sticking up out of the water.
Mhm.
And then it just grabs anything that gets near it. They also do like a lot of elephants do, and they like fermented fruit and get drunk and rampage. Now they are generally docile. Add weakness to fire. I like how I have add weakness to fire poison. I doubt I meant fire and poison, so I'm just going to say fire damage. Because I don't know why they'd be weak to poison.
Yeah.
Fire makes a little bit more sense. They're covered in moss, but... excuse me. Yeah, no, they are just generally like what you would imagine, just like a moss-covered, like more green skin-toned elephant.
Yeah, yeah.
However, giant swamp fruit bats are a real thing.
Giant swamp fruit bats. Uh-huh.
These flying monsters of Audine, the flying monsters of Audine, these animals. Hello,
Hello.
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 Can you hear me now?
Sure can.
Yes. Yes, we can hear you now. I thought you were just being quiet.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. These animals are fantastic at finding the fermented fruit of native plants, and often raised and trained by moonshiners to seek out fruit for providing alcohol. Use the stats of giant bats, add fire weakness and poison resistance. Stomach's content is a crude moonshine, often consumed by hill folk as a delicacy. Oh,
Out of their
Interesting.
stomach.
yep. Like the contents of their
Uh-huh.
stomach.
Gross.
I mean, it's their culture. And poison, I think that's what it was, poison resistant. Oop, thank you, Zoe, for the hydrate. So how are we all doing, chat? Y'all hanging around? Ah. Make me piss. But yeah, giant swamp fruit bats are, again, generally not harmful. I forgot there was not Mothman. It's not Mothman.
Huh?
Think Mothman, except it's not Mothman.
Uh-huh.
Just got home, so now I'm chilling with the villains, i.e. Scoot and the kitties. None of them are really villains. I mean, Smudge may be the closest to a villain, but like, even she's not really evil. She's just skittery. I like how I have add Bigfoot. Like,
Had Bigfoot.
I'm just telling myself add Bigfoot, and I'm like, you nerd. Who the fuck else is going to add Bigfoot? Who are you telling to add Bigfoot? So I guess I'm gonna make a Bigfoot stat block. It's just gonna be Skunk Ape. The Pickle Barrel Monster. Alien creature that has crash landed in the mountains and is now stalking the water ponds of Pickle Barrel Rapids. It uses its shell as a form of camouflage, hiding at the bottom of rapids and catching food with its long pincers. It has become tradition to drop a full bottle of booze in the river to placate the beast. Use pinchers, bite attack, and a spine-covered tail that injects cold-causing neurotoxins.
Uh-huh.
Hey man, just lurking here, dude. But good to see you offline, online. Oh, thank you. Decode. Deke. Let's go with Deke. Or code. Give me a second. Process the name. If you just looked in my head right now, it would just be like dial-up noises. It would just be what?
Hogs.
Hugs. Yeah, that too. Hugs and dial-up noises. Like decoding. Okay, so decode. I was right the second time. Because my first instinct was Deke. Decode. Alright. Hell yeah. But yeah, welcome in, Deke. Go ahead, lurk. Just, be here to relax, because this is me writing on my own D&D camp. I'll wait for the ad break. I'll take it. You know what? That's fair. Alright, now the ad break's over. Yeah, I'm writing a campaign about moonshining gnomes. Take a moment, digest that. It's just as weird as it sounds. We got Appalachian folklore. Got weird politics. Good way to get blasted? Hell yeah. It's time for me to leave the Twitch. Enjoy the chillanigans. I'm stealing that word, the chillanigans. Oh yeah, we will. Thank you for stopping on by, Zero. You take it easy. Add Bigfoot. I'm gonna have to find a Bigfoot stat block. I'm sure somebody's homebrewed it. Except it's gonna be Skunk Ape. Do I dare have Skunk Ape stalking them for like a portion of time? Yeah, chill plus shenanigans. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, no, I put that one together. That's why I'm stealing it. Like it. There's a sea monster that occupies the Bay of Audine that slowly approaches the party closer each time they go into the water. Like every time they go into the water in the Bay of Audine, it just gets a little bit closer. Think of it like Champ or the Loch Ness Monster. Except hopefully not a whale's penis. No.
No.
Hold on. I love that Phineas and Ferb made that joke. Please tell me you remember that.
It has been a long while since Phineas and Ferb
There-
has
Mm-hmm.
been on my screen.
Yeah, there was one episode where they were like trying to hunt down basically their version of Champ. Or Champy or whatever they call it. And they're showing the pictures to Candace, and Candace is like, Driftwood, Driftwood, Driftwood. You're not old enough for me to tell you that one, Driftwood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yep, whale's penis. I'm pretty sure that's what the majority of like Kraken spottings were. Just whale penis. Giant butterfly-like creature that is totally not Mothman and is a butterfly man. I swear, my OC don't steal. Yeah, I was probably drunk when I wrote that one. Guardian of the recipe of pure moonshine. If the party fails a DC 15 history or insight check, they will summon the beast from the book due to an ancient dwarvish charm on it. I forgot Mothman was the guardian of moonshine. Holy shit.
I thought you said not Mothman.
Oh, fuck. It's not Mothman, yeah. No, you're right. Not Mothman as the guardian. Honestly, if it's weird to say, I just don't have the creative juices right now. Like, I just don't know why. I just can't find the writing. You know?
Yeah.
I might just raid off and hope that I can get it another day.
It happened. Right,
Yeah,
it
it
blocks
happened.
Mhm. It
I'm
is
just gonna
definitely a
move
thing.
to a hangout lie. Look for someone I know to raid out to.
Oh no, that's confuddling. Me and Nixie swap places. What the heck?
Oh no! Wait, hold
What
on.
is this witchcraft?
Witchcraft. Honestly, I don't think I've raided out to Astrolabe before. Let's go raid out. Astrolabe has honestly been a pretty chill person every time I've talked to them, so might as well catch a stream of theirs real quick. Let me get everyone the raid message. Sorry for the short stream. I'm just not able to.
Oh.
No VTubing I lag.
The
Oh
brain
no.
sync.
They don't have their VTube model. Oh. Guess it's just causing them to lag. Oh well.
We must make haste. Xalatath is using Ilaria's rage and pain to erode her mastery over the void.
Not the fast travel. I don't like fast travel.
Alright, there we go. There's a raid message.
Almost portal just dropped there.
I do need to talk to you, Tempe, about how to make that that raid message.
Talk you through that, and it's not a problem.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
No idea, no idea.
It's free too.
It's free?
Unless
Oh,
you want to pay a bit for extra functions, but
Ah, I'm good with free. Here we go. We're going to raid out to her.
Quest denied.
Here, help me get this lock closet up. I'm gonna go upgrade my gloves. It's okay, they can send me in.
Welcome. Welcome in. I'm not a VTuber.